Hello there, we're here for our next math video. So we're going to be doing this math quick quiz today. And today is another big review day. We're going to be taking our math test tomorrow for Unit 6. And so I just want to make sure that we're going to get to just do some good review before we take that math test tomorrow. So the question, you're going to see the questions are really similar to last Friday, just different numbers, but just to do some more good thinking with this. So number 1 says, I put 49 books on a shelf. I put an equal amount of books on 5 shelves, and I put 4 books on the last shelf. Which equation can be used to solve the problem? So one thing I just want you to think about as you're doing this one is, like when I see this problem, I always think division right away. Because you're putting like books an equal amount on the shelves, so you basically are splitting them up. But when I look down here, I see D, it says 49 divided by 5. Well, I can't do 49 divided by 5. You can't do that. And then also, I'm not putting all 49 books onto those 5 shelves, because 4 of those books are going to be on one shelf by itself. So just as a clue, as you're trying to figure out what's my first step, you probably are going to use the 49 books in those 4 books as your first step, as you're trying to solve it, which then will probably kind of help you figure out which equation down here would maybe work. But so you're just going to use those numbers up top to help you with this bottom one. And really it's going to be between probably B and C, because also, you know, the opposite of division is multiplication. And so 5 plus M just doesn't work at all. So I just want you to think about that, is when you're trying to look at letters B and C, which one's going to make more sense. Number 2, I collected 80 really cool rocks on a walk. 50 of them were spotted, the rest were plain. I then gave away 20 plain rocks. How many plain rocks do I have now? Which equation can help you solve this problem? The one thing I want you to think about with this one is, what is the total? So like for that one, I know I have a total, and then I have some parts. Some of the rocks were spotted, S for spotted. Some of the rocks were plain, and then I also gave away some rocks, just write G for gave away. And so I want you to think about that kind of math moment in there to help you when you're thinking about that problem. Number 3, I have 20 comic books. I read 6 last night. How many do I have left to read? So just think about what's the operation for that one and what would make sense. Number 4, I have 100 books in my book collection. 50 of them are fiction. The rest are nonfiction. How many are nonfiction? Okay, so, I mean, just like for question number 3 again, and question number 2, it's going to be a part total. So I have a total. Try to figure out what's the total. And then I'm going to have 2 parts. What are my 2 parts? And remember that to do this one, you would normally do part plus a part to get a total. But for those 2 problems, for number 3 and number 4, I might already know what my total is. Something to kind of think about as you're trying to do this. If I already know what my total is, what am I going to do to find maybe that missing part? Number 5, I have 25 pieces of gum. I chewed 5 of them, and I split the rest of them equally into 4 bags. How many pieces of gum did I put in each bag? So this is a 2-step problem. The last question is, how many pieces of gum did I put in each bag? Well, I need to do something first. I need to do something with those 25 pieces of gum and the gum that I chewed before I can do the second step. So think what the first step question is that help you with the second step. The number 6, I bought a book that cost $15. I also bought a game that cost $5 more. How much money did I spend on the book and the game? So we have a question like this similar. A lot of people would think that the answer is 20. It's not 20. A book costs $15, a game costs $5 more. Okay, that's only part of it, because then the last question part says, how much money did I spend on the book and the game together? So just think about those and have fun solving. Bye.